In a minute, you will be listening to the program The Dailies Today, a program that aims to provide our listeners with in-depth and comprehensive newspaper headlines coverage. It is also a program that grants our listeners a fair say on opinions and matters of national discourse. However, this comes with great responsibility. Nation building is a task that rests upon our collective shoulders. Therefore, biased, rude, and/or abusive language will not be given a platform here. We urge you to please, always, keep your comments civil.
It's time to be victorious.
Good morning and welcome to the program, The Dailies Today, on the award-winning station, the Victoria Station, Invicta, 98.9 FM, Kaduna, Nigeria. Today's the 24th of August, 2026. Welcome to your program, your daily program, where we bring you latest updates, latest stories making the rounds across various newspapers. And today's no exception, as we would be looking at 4 of these papers this morning, and all of them carry very hard-hitting headlines this morning. This program is streaming live on Facebook on Invicta FM 98.9, so just go on the live stream and drop your comments based on the headlines that would be read out. We have news from the Punch newspaper. We have stories coming from the Vanguard newspaper, The Sun. We have stories from the Leadership newspaper. And all of them carry very interesting headlines this morning. And we're on Facebook on Invicta FM 98.9. Just go there, go drop those comments right there. And on YouTube, it's Invicta 98.9 FM online TV. But before we begin, we'll go on a commercial break. When we return, we'll start to dish out the headlines this morning. My name is Job Daniel. It's a money-making Monday. So, hope you're prepared and you're ready for that jolly ride. But before then, let's go on a commercial break.
It's time to be victorious.
Wake up! Wake up!
God help us all.
Wake up and be victorious.
We'll be right back after this quick commercial break. Are you serious? Invicta FM.
Them say monkey smart, now because it's 3 near. But now monkey will jump past the eye, they quick see. This Big Brother Naija season 11 go hot past pressing iron. Now only the biggest moves go make I see you. Everybody come show themselves.
Yes, sir. Now 247 drama for Big Brother Naija season 11. Sharply recharge your decoder. Make you not for miss anything, no. All the bass goes they show for GoTV channel 49. You still feel follow happenings with GoTV stream if you day road. Headline sponsor, Bet Power. GoTV. Love it.
Tabdi. Wato a duk lokacin da muka haɗu a dandalin tattaunawar iyalinmu sai an samu matsala. Abun burgewa ma zan dafa wani abu da duk zasu amincewa. Wato da fadukan shinkafa na musamman tare da magi.
An sarrafa magista daga tataccen waken soya, albasa, kayan yajin armashi tare da kanamfari.
Lokacin cin abinci a shiga cikin lallama ko samkar a shigo.
Magista sanya duk abinci da lokacin su kasance na musamman da ba za a iya mantawa ba.
Lokacin jin daɗi sai Kivo Krima.
Idan na sha ko lokacin shan dari sai Kivo.
Hey, who dey breathe?
Now everybody wey carry tom tom.
Whether na traffic, long queue or busy day.
No lele.
Ask for tom tom at your neighborhood store today. Tom tom, breathe through it. I say who dey breathe?
Now everybody wey carry tom tom.
Whether na traffic, long queue or busy day.
No lele.
Ask for tom tom at your neighborhood store today. Tom tom, breathe through it.
Is it okay to make fun of our tooth gap? Let's have a talk. Colgate makes your teeth so strong. Stop cover your mouth. Not to do yanga with your smile. Brush your teeth with Colgate. Zero cavities and fresh breath. If you use a Colgate paste. Not to do yanga with your smile. Brush your teeth with Colgate.
Colgate, #1 oral care brand in the world.
Kowace safiya dama ce, kowace lokaci domin in nuna ma ƙaunar ka. Asali ma shi ne hanyar nuna ma an yi ka ne domin ci gaba na da fuka-fukai da zaka tashi sama a yayin da cimma kwaloluwarka. Ƙaunar
Oga boss, every money no be for immediate enjoyment. Sometimes make the money sit down, multiply, come back stronger. With Bill Station Fixed Deposit, your business fit build reserves for expansion and future opportunities. With Bill Station Fixed Deposit, the interest rate na 23%. Make you download the Bill Station app for Google Play Store or Apple Store. Bill Station, smart money na better money.
Just one Puroro and better ball don start. All the hot shots, the sweet goals, ball with the scatter dada and make mind cut to the tiki-taka and sangalo. The kind ball where we define.
Yes, so it don't set. Touchlight the Premier League, La Liga, Serie A, Champions League live on Top Super Sport. Recharge your GoTV today. Or new customer fit get GoTV decoder. We carry 1 month jolly subscription for 15,000 naira. Make you enjoy for house or anywhere with GoTV Stream. GoTV, love it.
Lallai antina, kina jin daɗin ki fa? Ke kadai ga dafa dukan shinkafa, tuwo, rangadadden kafar saniya, masa, cake, har kin ƙara da ice cream? Tabdi. Ina da fatan kin tanadin Jexifis.
Jexifis? Ai ba na barin gida ba tare da shi ba.
Haka ne, Jexifis sabon garin kumfa na ainihi mai kawo sauƙin watsakarwa nan take daga suyar zuciya da kumburin ciki. Kawai zuba Jexifis a ruwa kofi a sha, shikenan ba matsala. Jexifis, sauƙi a tafi. Jexifis daga masu yin Jestid. Idan alamar ciwon ya ci gaba bayan kwanaki 3, a tuntuɓi likita. Ranbaxy Nigerian Limited, ayarin Sun Pharma Company suke sarrafawa da kuma kasuwancinsa.
Yawwa, dan ba ni rabin kwalba a nan.
Yar uwa, har yanzu kina siyan wannan man dura? Abinda baki san me ke cikin sa ba? Ko kin san inda aka hada shi ne? Ni dai man power oil nake siya. A takaice sun yi wani sabon sacheti wanda ya kai ninki biyun wancan na baya. Kuma wannan sachetin naira 300 ne kacal a karamin farashi.
Sabon sachetin power oil 90 ml. Mai ne mai inganci da zaka iya siyan shi a naira 300 kacal.
Mama, sai kin gan yadda na wanke ban ɗakin nan ya wanku sosai fa.
Tabbas zai iya wankuwa sosai a ido, amma idan ba da hypo toilet cleaner kika yi amfani ba wajen kariya to ban ɗaki cike yake da ƙwayoyin cuta baja-baja.
Haka ne, gara ku yarje wa ƙwayoyin cuta, ku kare ban ɗakin ku kullum da Hypo Toilet Cleaner.
One whistle, and it's on. Stunning goals, last-minute drama, dazzling skill, all your favorite teams, leagues, and stars. The biggest nights, all the Premier League games, and more on SuperSport. It's on. This is the world's best football destination. Reconnect today or get the DSTV decoder offer of 15,000 naira, which includes subscription and free DSTV stream.
I am a woman in leadership, and I should not be an exception. I should be the norm. For before us, there was Queen Amina of Zaria, fearless in battle, cunning in strategy. I am a woman in leadership, and I should not be an exception. It should be the norm. For before us, there was Queen Moremi of Ile-Ife, legendary in her wisdom, selfless in her courage. I am a woman in leadership, and I should not be an exception. It should be the norm. For before us, there was Queen Idia of Benin, powerful backbone of a legendary throne, charismatic enough to raise an army of men. I am a woman in leadership, and I should not be an exception. It should be the norm. For before us, there was Uwaraye Emota, rising from the dust of the market square to helping a king claim his throne. I am a woman in leadership, and I should not be the exception. It should be the norm. For before us, there was Hajaratu Gambo Amatefio Sawaba, bold enough to speak to a room full of grown men at the age of just 17, jailed more times than any other female political activist before or after her time. I am a woman in leadership, and I should not be the exception. It should be norm. For before us, there was Alimotu Belewura of Lagos, Fumilayo Ransom Kuti of Abeokuta, Margaret Eko of Calabar, Efun Shetan Aniwura of Ibadan, and all those Aba women who stood up for what was right. I am a woman in leadership. I should not be the exception. I should be norm. Invicta 98.9 FM.
Welcome back from that commercial break, and now let's go straight to reading out the headlines this morning. And we're starting with the Punch newspaper, and from the Punch newspaper is this big headline. From the Punch newspaper, this headline says, FAAC Bonanza, governors face questions as payouts hits 47 trillion naira. FAAC Bonanza, governors face questions as payouts hit 47 trillion naira. The 36 state governors are facing growing pressure to account for how they have spent public funds disbursed as revenue by the Federation Account Allocation Committee in the last 3 years, the Punch reports. This scrutiny follows the revelation that the Federation account disbursed about 47 trillion naira to the three tiers of government in the 3 years since the removal of petrol subsidy. Again, federal government, APC tackle Atiku over petrol subsidy return call. Again, federal government, APC tackle Atiku over petrol subsidy return call. The federal government and the ruling All Progressives Congress have warned against any attempt to restore petrol subsidy, arguing that reversing the policy would reopen the fiscal pressures, distortions, and economic uncertainties that forced the country to abandon the regime in the first place. 2027, NDC disowns Lars Kaduna governorship ticket. 2027, NDC disowns Lars Kaduna governorship ticket. The Nigerian Democratic Congress has denied issuing a governorship ticket to Danjumala ahead of the 2027 Kaduna State governorship election. The party's deputy national chairman, North, Alhaji Sidi Abdul Bomi, said this in a telephone interview with The Punch at the weekend, dismissing as false a purported governorship ticket bearing Lars' name and circulating on social media. APC will fulfill campaign promises, Yari assures Nigerians. APC will fulfill campaign promises, Yari assures Nigerians. The Director General of the All Progressives Congress Presidential Campaign Council, Abdulaziz Yari, has assured Nigerians that the ruling party will fulfill the promises it made to the electorate as it seeks the re-election of President Bola Tinubu in 2027. Yari gave the assurance on Sunday shortly after arriving at the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, Abuja, from an overseas trip. FAAC boost, Kaduna clears 18 billion naira arrears. Farm budget hits 100 billion naira. FAAC boost, Kaduna clears 18 billion naira arrears. Farm budget hits 100 billion naira. The Kaduna State government has said increased allocations from the Federation account under President Bola Tinubu have enabled it to intensify infrastructure development, clear 18 billion naira pension and gratuity arrears, and increase annual agricultural funding from 1.4 billion naira in 2023 to more than 100 billion naira in 2026. And talking sports, Dean defends Aina's yellow card in Leeds defeat. Dean defends Aina's yellow card in Leeds defeat. Former Premier League referee Mike Dean has backed the decision to show Nottingham Forest defender Ola Aina a yellow card rather than a red during their 1-0 defeat to Leeds United on Saturday. Punch Sports Extra reports Aina escaped further punishment in the 18th minute after lunging into a challenge on James Justin, with the referee initially reviewing the incident following a VAR intervention. For these and other stories, you grab a copy of the Punch newspaper, either online or you go to a newspaper stand. And from the Punch newspaper, we pick the Vanguard newspaper. And from the Vanguard newspaper, Nigeria's oil output wobbles after 10 years of increase in rigs. Nigeria's oil output wobbles after 10 years of increase in rigs. There are indications that increased deployment of oil rigs in Nigeria has not translated into corresponding rise in crude oil production. Rig count, an important indicator of exploration and production activities, is generally expected to support higher crude oil output as operators drill new wells, maintain existing assets, and develop additional reserves. And still from the Vanguard newspaper, I don't hate Christians. Ensure fairness for all. Sheikh Jingir charges Tinubu governors. I don't hate Christians. Ensure fairness for all. Sheikh Jingir charges Tinubu governors. Chairman of the Izalati Bidda'a wa Ikamati Sunnah, Sheikh Sani Haya Jingir, has dismissed claims that he disliked Christians, describing the allegations as mere lies and a misinterpretation of his recent remarks. The Islamic cleric came under criticisms following comments he made at a mass wedding ceremony organized by the Kano state government for 1,500 couples, which some Nigerians described as divisive along religious lines. And still from the Vanguard newspaper, presidency, Atiku bicker over subsidy removal. Presidency, Atiku bicker over subsidy removal. Former Vice President Atiku Abubakar has declared that no amount of resistance from President Bola Tinubu or millions of his gang of economic jesters could stop him from restoring a targeted fuel subsidy to Nigerians, accusing the administration of dressing up subsidy removal as reform while quietly extending fiscal concessions to oil investors. Still talking about the fuel subsidy. Fuel subsidy. Return to old regime will worsen economic crisis, says Minister of Information, Idris. Fuel subsidy. Return to old regime will worsen economic crisis, says Minister of Information, Idris. The Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Idris, has warned that any attempt to restore fuel subsidy would reverse the economic gains recorded since the removal of the subsidy by the administration of President Bola Tinubu. Idris said the return of subsidy would recreate the fiscal pressures, distortions, fuel scarcity, and incentives for arbitrage that made the policy unsustainable. And still from the Vanguard. Hardship. TUC demands decent jobs. Fair distribution of wealth. Hardship. TUC demands decent jobs, fair distribution of wealth. The Trade Union Congress of Nigeria has called on the federal government, employers, and other stakeholders to implement reforms that will create decent jobs, protect workers, and ensure a fairer distribution of Nigeria's wealth. The TUC Secretary General, Nuhu Toro, made the call at the closing ceremony of the 2026 Petroleum and Natural Gas Senior Staff Association of Nigeria Energy and Labour Summit. And talking sports from the Vanguard newspaper, Spain's World Cup hero, Torres, saves PSG's blushes at Rennes. Spain's World Cup hero, Torres, saves PSG's blushes at Rennes. Spain's World Cup winner, Ferran Torres, scored twice to claim a draw for Paris Saint-Germain as they started the defense of their French League One title with a 2-2 draw at Rennes. Torres came off the bench for his League One debut and opened his account for his new club weeks on from scoring the winning goal for La Roja in the World Cup final. For these and other stories, you grab a copy of the Vanguard newspaper either online or go to a newspaper stand. The next paper is the Sun newspaper, and from the Sun newspaper, Tinubu, Atiku, Obi differ on economy, security, education, others. From the Sun newspaper, Tinubu, Atiku, Obi differ on economy, security, education, others. As campaigns for the 2027 general elections formally takes off, leading presidential candidates have unveiled competing visions for Nigeria, offering sharply different approaches to the economy, security, education, healthcare, governance, and the country's political structure. 2027, Kawu urges Yari-led APC campaign council to acknowledge hardship, reconnect with Nigerians. 2027, Kawu urges Yari-led APC campaign council to acknowledge hardship, reconnect with Nigerians. The senator representing Kano South, Kawu Sumaila, has urged members of the newly constituted All Progressives Congress Presidential Campaign Council to acknowledge the economic hardship confronting Nigerians and make the government's measures to ease the burden a central part of their engagement with voters. Onayekon, Mba, Osigwe, Yadudu, Okunna, Save a Life Hospital, CMD, others to speak at NGE 2026 Confab. Onayekon, Mba, Osigwe, Yadudu, Okunna, Save a Life Hospital CMD, others to speak at NGE 2026 Confab. Former Catholic Archbishop of Abuja, Cardinal John Onayekon, Enugu State Governor, Dr. Peter Mba, the immediate past president of the Nigerian Bar Association, Mazi Afamosiwe, and other prominent Nigerians are expected to speak at the 2026 All Nigeria Editors Conference of the Nigerian Guild of Editors in Enugu on September 24th and 25th. 2027, don't take politicians' promises at face value, Shehu warns Nigerians. 2027, don't take politicians' promises at face value, Shehu Sani warns Nigerians. Former Kaduna Central Senator Shehu Sani has warned Nigerians against taking campaign promises by politicians at face value, urging voters to scrutinize the records, motives, and credibility of those seeking their votes ahead of the 2027 general elections. Sani, in a post on his Facebook page yesterday, listed 15 promises he said Nigerians should be wary of, believing from what he described as bourgeoisie politicians. 2027, Atiku, Duke fault Tinubu's policies as Hashim tackles subsidy U-turn. APC lawmaker rejects reversal. 2027, Atiku, Duke fault Tinubu's policies as Hashim tackles subsidy U-turn. APC lawmaker rejects reversal. The debate over Nigeria's economic direction has intensified ahead of the 2027 presidential election, with the African Democratic Congress candidate Atiku Abubakar and the People's Redemption Party candidate Donald Duke faulting aspects of President Bola Tinubu's economic policies, while Accord Party candidates Benga Olawekmo Hashim and the ruling All Progressives Congress rejected Atiku's proposed reversal of petrol subsidy removal. And talking sports, the English Premier League, Brighton humbled 10-man Aston Villa with 4-0 rout. EPL, Brighton humbled 10-man Aston Villa with 4-0 rout. Brighton and Hove Albion began their Premier League campaign in emphatic fashion on Sunday, thrashing 10-man Aston Villa 4-0 at the Amex Stadium. Brighton took control after just 8 minutes when Maxim de Kuyper's effort struck the post before deflecting into the net of Villa defender Victor Lindelof for an own goal. For these and other stories, you grab a copy of the Sun newspaper, either online or go to a newspaper stand. Let's quickly go on a commercial break, and when we return, we'll take the last paper, which is the Leadership newspaper. It's still the Dailies Today on Invicta 98.9 FM. Don't touch that dial. We'll be right back.
Invicta FM, we'll be right back.
What do we choose? Milk. What makes us strong? Milk. For school, for play, every day. Milk is the way. Choose milk. Choose milk. Choose milk. Healthy body starts with what we choose.
Choose Milk, co-funded by the European Union and the Danish Dairy Board.
Tabdi. Wato a duk lokacin da muka haɗu a dandalin tattaunawar iyalinmu sai an samu matsala. Abun burgewa ma zan dafa wani abu da duk za su amincewa. Wato da fadukan shinkafa na musamman tare da magi.
An sarrafa magista daga tataccen waken soya, albasa, kayan yajin armashi tare da kanamfari.
Lokacin cin abinci a shiga cikin lallama ko samkar a shigo.
Magista sanya duk abinci da lokacin su kasance na musamman da ba za a iya mantawa ba.
Ki huta mama, yanzu na zan wanke maki fararen kayan nan naki.
To, amma ba wanke su kawai zaki ba. Ki tabbatar kin yi amfani da haifo domin yana cire duk wani takaddarin tabo yana kuma sa fararen kayana su ƙara haske kalkal.
Haka ne, kada ku amince da tabo, ku tabbatar farinku ya ƙara haske kalkal.
Ranka shi daɗe hakimi, da fatan kana lafiya. Zan wuce yin karkati sai na hango ka a wannan sashen na asibitin. Akwai buƙatar wani taimako ne ranka shi daɗe? Alhamdulillahi, komai lafiya malam Rabu. Na kawo iyali na ne karɓar maganin tazarar haihuwa. To, amma ranka shi daɗe, ai girman ku ya fi gaban nan. A'a, malam Rabu, tazarar haihuwa al'amari ne da babu wariya ko bambancin matsayi. Yana da kyau wajen duk masu iyali, kuma tunda duk muna ƙaunar ci gaban iyalinmu, shi yasa muka karɓe shi. Lallai kuwa, idan yana da kyau a gurin ku, mu ma zai zama mai kyau a gare mu.
Kowa na iya bin tsarin tazarar haihuwa domin inganta lafiya da bunƙasa rayuwar iyali.
Ziyarci cibiyar lafiya mafi kusa domin farawa ko a kira lambar waya 222 wannan sako ne daga ma'aikatar lafiya tare da tallafin gamayyar ƙungiyoyin Pronet da FEM.
Gida shi ne inda muke samun kwanciyar hankali da nuna wa juna ƙauna. Ƙauna irin wacce muke bawa onga.
Shi yasa muka raba miyar kukarmu mai daɗin gaske da aka yi.
Shi da sinadarin onga. Gida wuri ne da zuciya ke muradi, wanda ke ɗauke da miyar nama mai kamshi, miyar taushe da tuwon shinkafa, garau-garau, farfesu wanda aka yi su da sinadarin onga.
Don haka muka ce, mu koma gida, abinci na can na jiran.
A ci gaba da more gida tare da onga mai ɗanɗanon naman saniya.
Ɗanɗanon gida.
John Vance 3-in-1 chocolate. Enjoy instant goodness.
Just one Puroro and better bottle start. All the hot shots, the sweet goals. Ball with the scatter dada and make mind cut. To the tiki-taka and sangalo. The kind ball where we define.
Yes, so it don't set. Torchlight the Premier League, La Liga, Serie A, Champions League live on Top Super Sport. Recharge at GoTV today. Or new customer fit get GoTV decoder. We carry 1 month jolly subscription for 15,000 naira. Make you enjoy for house or anywhere with GoTV Stream. GoTV, love it.
Wayar gari da shayin Lipton yana da wata hanya da yake tattara mu. Kofi ɗaya ya kake a lokaci guda.
Mutumina, baka san me ya faru jiya ba.
Kai ma barka da safiya.
Yi haƙuri mana shayi kafin hira.
To shi kenan faɗi mana.
Ai in dai shayin Lipton ne ba cika kofi kaɗai yake yi ba. Yana ƙara kusanci da zumunci tsakanin jama'a. Shayin Lipton yana haɗa zumunta.
Some business people sabi spend money. But smart business people sabi grow money. Why your cash could just sit down the press phone for account? With Bill Station Fixed Deposit, put eligible funds to work and make plan for bigger business moves. The interest rate now 23%. 23%. Make you download the Bill Station app for Google Play Store or Apple Store. Bill Station, no let your money lazy.
Lokacin jin daɗi sai Kivo Krima.
Idan na sha ko lokacin shan dari sai Kivo.
Auntie, you are enjoying, oh, only you. Peppered rice, amala, nkwobi, masa, cake, and now ice cream. I hope you have Justifies on you.
Justifies? I never leave home without it.
That's right, Justifies, the new natural effervescent powder for an instant refreshing relief from heartburn and stomach indigestion. Just add Justifies into a cup of water, stir, drink, and you're good to go. Justifies, your relief on the go. Justifies is from the House of Justide. If symptoms persist after 3 days, consult your doctor. Marketed by Ranbaxy Nigeria Limited, a Sun Pharma company.
Yawwa, dan ba ni rabin kwalba a nan.
Yar uwa, har yanzu kina siyan wannan man dura? Abinda baki san me ke cikin sa ba? Ko kin san inda aka hada shi ne? Ni dai man power oil nake siya. A takaice sun yi wani sabon sacheti wanda ya kai ninki biyun wancan na baya. Kuma wannan sachetin naira 300 ne kacal a karamin farashi.
Sabon sachetin power oil 90 ml. Mai ne mai inganci da zaka iya siyan shi a naira 300 kacal.
One whistle, and it's on. Stunning goals, last-minute drama, dazzling skill, all your favorite teams, leagues, and stars. The biggest nights, all the Premier League games, and more on SuperSport. It's on. This is the world's best football destination. Reconnect today or get the DSTV decoder offer of 15,000 naira, which includes subscription and free DSTV stream.
Soyayya tana da yare da yawa. Wasu suna faɗan shi da ƙarfi, wasu suna faɗan shi a hankali. Amma idan ka ƙaunaci kanka da gaske ko wani, kana magana ne da karin kumallo na pig, wani karin kumallo mai laushi mai ɗanɗano cike da gina jiki wanda aka yi da madarar pig, yana ɗauke da vitamin, protein da calcium don kiyaye ka a shiryayye da ƙoshin lafiya don kowace rana. Domin karin kumallo na pig shine soyayya ta pig.
Peak. Reach for your peak.
The challenge of Nigeria as a free state in 20th century Africa is the need to revive the stature of man in Africa and restore the dignity of man in the world.
The government is corrupt.
But you are doing exam malpractice.
The government is the one that finished this country.
But you are rigging departmental election.
I beg, they don't hold the citizens accountable.
But in your office, you don't care about the people beneath you.
Whatever the person at the top is doing is a reflection of what's happening at the grassroots. Change indeed starts with you and me. Invicta FM is urging you to say no to any form of corruption.
Welcome back from that commercial break, and let's take the last paper, which is the Leadership newspaper. And from the Leadership newspaper, this headline says, Inside Tinubu's 2027 campaign team, no key roles for Akume, Keyamo, others. Inside Tinubu's 2027 campaign team, no key roles for Akume, Keyamo, others. The 2027 presidential campaign season is already exposing alliances and calculations shaping President Bola Tinubu's re-election bid, with familiar political heavyweights missing from the main campaign council, new allies securing strategic positions, and the inclusion of some controversial figures stirring fresh debate. Kebe local government distributes relief materials to Sokoto victims of banditry. Kebe local government distributes relief materials to Sokoto victims of banditry. Kebe local government area of Sokoto State has distributed relief materials to residents displaced by recent bandit attacks and paid the medical bills of the victims receiving treatment. The beneficiaries are taking refuge in communities across Kebe and in neighboring Jega local government area of Kebbi State. Niger Mosque abduction. We are yet to ascertain number of victims, says state government. Niger Mosque abduction. We are yet to ascertain number of victims, says state government. 4 days after scores of worshippers were abducted at a central mosque in Dakira district, Bogu local government area, the Niger state government is yet to ascertain the number of the victims. Leadership reports that the worshippers from Gidanzana and Penya communities in Dakara, including the village head and the chief imam, were abducted during last Friday Jumat congregation's prayer. Etsu Nupe, local government chairman, others meet to end farmer-herder clashes. Etsu Nupe, local government chairman, others meet to end farmer-herder clashes. Following reported cases of farmers and herders clashes in parts of Bida Emirate, the Etsu Nupe, Alhaji Yahya Abubakar, has directed all communities under the Emirate to establish committees comprising both farmers and nomads to prevent the recurring conflicts between the two groups. He gave the directive at the weekend during a forum in Bidda with the local government council chairman, district heads, and village heads in the Emirate Council. And talking sports from the Leadership newspaper, Zoboslai's late penalty rescues Liverpool in thrilling Newcastle draw. Zoboslai's late penalty rescues Liverpool in thrilling Newcastle draw. Liverpool were forced to settle for a point after a dramatic 2-2 draw with Newcastle United in their Premier League opener at St James's Park on Sunday. Newcastle made a flying start on a new manager, Matthias Geisel, taking the lead after just 5 minutes through Anthony Elanga, who finished William Osula's assist to send the home crowd into raptures. For these and other stories, you grab a copy of the Leadership newspaper, either online or you go to a newspaper stand. And this is where we start to pick calls and read your messages based on the headlines that have been read out. Well, the program has rules that we have to abide. First, turn down the volume of your radio set if you're calling and ensure that you stick to the headlines and only the headlines that have been read out. Secondly, you must keep your comments civil. Let's have a meaningful conversation this morning. So ensure that whatever comments you're making, make sure it's let's be mature in our conversations and in our submissions. And for those sending messages on either WhatsApp or the live stream, please, if you send your messages on Facebook, do not, I repeat, do not come to the WhatsApp message with the same message, or even on YouTube. So please, if you're sending on WhatsApp, please leave it on WhatsApp. If you're sending on Facebook, please leave it on the live stream comment section. We'll definitely get to read your comments, and make sure it's brief, concise, straight to the point, and addressing the headlines that have been read out. Thank you as you comply. And for those who are calling, 2 minutes and 2 minutes only. The numbers to call are 081 40,000 989. 081 40,000 989. Line 2 is 070 87 800 989. 070 87 800 989. And the number to send your messages on WhatsApp is 090 98 900 989. 090 98 900 989. Picking your calls now. Hello, good morning.
Job Daniel.
Yes, good morning.
Thank you very much. My name is Musa Bala.
All right, Musa Bala, go ahead.
Republic of Nigeria.
All right, go ahead.
Let me start with the composition of. We are not surprised. It can take any form. That's what I can say about it. Then and then the issue of Yari saying that APC will fulfill their election promise. Honestly, the Tinubu regime don't respect Nigerians again. They don't respect us again, honestly speaking. At all. The first day you remove subsidy, you borrow so much, you tax so much, and you have not fulfilled your basic election promises. And now somebody is telling us close to another election that we are going to fulfill your promises. Majority of Nigeria would never believe them. And then let me talk about the subsidy removal at Atiku by the federal government. Ever since the removal of subsidy, things have changed to the negative in this country. Inflation skyrocketed, job lost, industries collapsing, no promises being fulfilled. Everything, there's no development. That is what the promise was made. As soon as subsidy was removed, life will change for good. Our security outfit will change. Our educational will change. Our health will change. But unfortunately, all go down the drain. And now you are telling us that subsidy is good for us again. Are subsidy being taken or being experienced in other countries? If it is being experienced, then it's possible to experience it here. But rather, when money finish, you don't implement budget, you don't release money to ministries, and you still want us to go this way. Honestly speaking, I'm sure majority of Nigeria will believe with Atiku. Lastly, on the issue of declaring that I don't hate Christians, I want Tinubu to be just. I'm calling on all religious leaders across the globe or in all our country, both Islam and Christian religious leaders, to ensure justice for all.
Thank you.
Good morning. God bless the Republic of Nigeria.
All right, thank you very much, Musabala. Let's take to our time. All right, hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Yes, my name is Alabama, sir.
All right, Alabama, sir, go ahead.
Yes. My Shehu Sani refused campaign promises. It is, the man is quite okay. Right. Because all these our politicians, they don't regard those that vote them into power. I don't understand. What's happening in Nigeria? Are we going forward or are we going backwards? Look at what do you call them? The campaign of Tinubu. What is happening now? Everybody is hungry. Today, you don't have 3 square meal a day. And then we take campaign. Okay, like now, they want to campaign. The election now is about taking on by next January. Look at all our roads, especially in Chukun local government. We don't have enough, or we don't have a road such as Muge. There's a place they call Mugelu. There's no road. All the road is become down. And then look at our Chukun secretariat. There's no police station there. They do something like teaching and said there's a police station or a police outpost. Why they jump from Chukun to
well, Alabama, sir, are we talking about Chukun local government? Are we talking about Chukun local government or anything there?
What is happening in our own since the creation of Chukun local government?
All right. Well, I think you're dwelling more on Chukun because I did not talk about Chukun local government. So please, let's stick to the headlines that we have read out. So please, if you want to talk about that, well, maybe that should be a story for another day. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Joe Daniel.
Yes, good morning. Your name and where you're calling from?
Mr. Carey, calling from Savantasha.
All right, Mr. Carey, go ahead.
Good. Sheikh Ginger says, I don't hate Christians. You can see why our religious leaders need to be bridge builders, need to preach peace, need to preach oneness, and Nigeria, irrespective of our homogeneous nature and heterogeneous nature, we need to be one. And that is why it's a lesson to every religious leader that we need to distance ourselves from hate speeches. I pray that this situation has served a lesson to every religious leader. And then lastly, the Honorable Minister of Information, Mohamed Ali, is saying that the subsidy removal is a good one and is yielding results to Nigerians. I laughed. Like the first caller said, how can you remove subsidy and you keep borrowing? And no accountability. I pray that we will get it right in this country, because Nigerians, since the subsidy removal, we have been subjected to serious, humongous hardship that we are passing through. And as we look forward to the general election next year, Nigerians will surely decide, because we are entitled to whoever we want to vote into office next year by the special grace of God. May God continue to bless the Republic of Nigeria. Good morning, Nigerians. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you so very much. 081 40099 070 800 989. All right, let me go through some few comments and I'll come back to the calls and I go back to the WhatsApp platform. This one is from Solomon Barrow. Good morning. All right, Victor Sule says, mercy of God must speak for Nigerians come 2027 by God's grace. This one is from Dalamiko Akili. Good morning to you. Andrew Isa says, we pray for God. We're praying to God to give Nigeria good leaders that would hear our cry in 2027. May God bless Nigeria and bless Kaduna State all the way from Chukanya. Joe Matthew Gwaza says the United States government says they are yet to ascertain the number of kidnapped victims. God will cause confusion in the enemy's camp so that the victims would regain their freedom. Senator Shosani warns Nigerians not to take politicians' campaign promises serious. It's a wake-up call. The era of being deceived by politicians has gone, as federal government spelled out the danger of Atiku subsidy return. They should not deceive us. We're not feeling the impacts of the subsidy removal. Abdullahi Sarikinwaya from Rigasa says, all right, God bless you too. Dr. Mrs. Ma Olebara, all the way from Imo State, Inouye. It takes intellect, self-confidence, creativity, commitment, and power to move a nation forward. Do we have what it takes? Okay, big question. Gamaliel Babs says, see how this subsidy removal does not help the poor masses. And because of what the governors are benefiting, they're all joking. Okay. Isaac Adams from Werimi says, I want to believe former Vice President Atiku on subsidy removal. Imagine the amount of money distributed to the 3 tiers of government by the FAAC, and yet we're still in this bad economy. All right, so have a great week as well. Kyom Sati Jr. says, subsidy removal is not just something one will wake up and say subsidy is gone without any measures put in place to substitute it. And Sunday Ochogu says, it is believed that subsidy removal is the best thing that has happened to Nigerians, but it has been observed that subsidy removal has done more harm than good. And Victor Adiba says, to everyone out there, God is about to do a new thing in Nigeria. Nuruddin Meikudi, okay, good morning to you. Easy Sabo Beganga says, all right, all the way from Kwara State. Well, check how you spelled your Kwara, please. It says, all right, Nigeria will be better again if only our politicians do the needful. Vera Audi says, may God have mercy on us and heal our land. And Samuel Francis, good morning. Gaga Donatus, good morning. All right, let me pick this call and we would... Okay, and read messages on the WhatsApp platform. All right, 081 40000 989 070 87 800 989. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, good morning.
Yeah, this is Tijani from Kakori.
All right, Tijani, quickly go ahead.
Yeah, Sheikh Sani say Nigerians should be aware of the bogus campaign from politicians. I want to ask Sheikh Sani that the party he's in now, how much of their campaign promise have they fulfilled to Nigerians? We know Sheikh Sani to be fighting for common people before, but he has joined the group of oppressors to Nigerians. How much of their full campaign promise has APC fulfilled to the people of Nigeria? So the Nigerian people should wise up because they are trying to come back again by all means. We should stand and tell them their campaign promise that they have fulfilled before we give them our votes again. Thank you very much. God bless Frederick.
All right, thank you very much. This one is on WhatsApp. This one is from Young Gados from Gwansari. He says, too bad for our leaders in our country as kidnapping is the order of the day. Just imagine worshippers kidnapped in a central mosque during Jumat's prayers. May God help us in this country. This one is from Oladimeji Saeed all the way from Katpoli. All right, good morning. This one is from Akia Stephen from Ngomboro. He says insecurity, hunger and killings persist in the country, yet Tinubu's top agenda, his focus is 2027. May God deliver us from desperate politicians. And this one is from Mr. All right, Mr. Adams, you sent your message on Facebook. I will not take that message. You've already sent a message there, and I said it. Do not send messages if you've sent on Facebook. Mr. Shemang says because of attacks on Sheikh Yahya Jingir, because of the attacks, Sheikh Yahya Jingir reverses or withdrawing his unguarded statements against the most populated Christians in Nigeria. As an aftermath, the president, Tinubu-led governments removed petrol subsidy and enriching governors, not the citizens. It would be appreciated the governors account for the trillions being granted to them. Not only that, nothing has significantly changed in most states, and I wonder if they have conscience that we can't see the human and infrastructural developments. All right, with that, we call it wraps on the program this morning. Thanks to all those who took out time to be part of the program through calls and your messages, and those that streamed live without even saying anything. We're saying thank you. And I can see Mohammed Jamiu Tijani. All right, thank you for sending your message. Inaligu David Sule, thank you so much for sending your message. And those that streamed on our YouTube, we say thank you as well. Emac Dear Jagbleje Dangote standing by for the next program, Waka Waka. It's a money making Monday. It's a brand new week. Go out there and conquer and always stay victorious. My name is Job Daniel. Do have a beautiful and a blessed week.
Thank you for participating in the program The Dailies Today. The thoughts and opinions stated by our various contributors on this program of Invicta 98.9 FM radio, its website, and or its other social media platforms do not reflect the thoughts and or opinions of the station. Listeners are urged to use their own discernment to draw their own conclusions for a better Nigeria. We emphasize the importance of keeping an open mind and not misconstruing the headlines. In Victor FM, together we are victorious.
Every day, baby.
This is the station playing today's best mix.
Terrific.
Invicta FM.
Tabdi. Wato a duk lokacin da muka haɗu a dandalin tattaunawar iyalinmu sai an samu matsala. Abun burgewa ma zan dafa wani abu da duk za su amincewa. Wato da fadukan shinkafa na musamman tare da magi.
An sarrafa magista daga tataccen waken soya, albasa, kayan yajin armashi tare da kanamfari.
Lokacin cin abinci a shiga cikin lallama ko samkar a shigo.
Magista sanya duk abinci da lokacin su kasance na musamman da ba za a iya mantawa ba.
Kowace safiya dama ce, kowace lokaci domin in nuna ma ƙaunar ka.
On August 8, 2001, we made a commitment to our nation. A commitment to be there whenever our people wanted to dream bigger, reach higher, and do more. And for 25 years, we've kept that promise. We've helped bring loved ones closer, turn ideas into opportunities, and dreams into reality. Truly, we've come a long way together. Cheers to the next.
Gida shi ne inda muke samun kwanciyar hankali don nuna wa juna ƙauna. Ƙauna irin wacce muke bawa onga.
Shi yasa muka raba miyar kukarmu mai daɗin gaske da aka yi.
Shi da sinadarin onga. Gida wuri ne da zuciya ke muradi, wanda ke ɗauke da miyar nama mai kamshi, miyar taushe da tuwon shinkafa, garau-garau, farfesu wanda aka yi su da sinadarin